All right, here we go, guys. It is round three, stage three of the off season. So we are looking at free agency. Free agent signing period ends tonight. My time, it is 5 a.m. Getting ready to go to work. Should already be at work, but I decided I'm going to go in a little bit late today. I want to stop by and check out these free agents. We have gotten Bruce Carter, Virgil Green. We have also gotten, who else? Zach Stacy. He is Somebody moved him to fullback. So he was sitting there in a free agent pool. I snagged him up, find out that I can't use him at fullback, I don't believe, because league rules, they have to be 230 pounds. He's 226. So if I got to swap him back, that's no big deal. Basically what Zach Stacy is he's a little bit older version of Taliaferro that you see right here. And so there's nothing wrong with that. Nice little power back, man. He's got some hands out of the backfield, so that's all good. So let's take a look at the roster. We have Sam at quarterback, man. Teddy Bridgewater sitting in free agency. I tried to pay some money for him. Didn't work out, man. Like, I had him dead to rights first round. Second round comes along, somebody outbid me. I dumped a serious amount of money on him. No dice, folks. No dice. Halfback, still the same situations. Taliaferro, Darkwa, Stacy. Stacy will be in the mix as well from fullback. If I have to move him over, he might be the starter. You never know. So, no big deal either way. Wide receiver, Beckham Jr., you see that monster. Don't even need to talk about him. We got Nick Owens. This guy is a second-year player. He will be a stud probably in my offense, so I'm pretty excited about that. We have Ruben Randall at the number 2, Victor Cruz at the 5, Dwayne Harris at the 4. Cruz could be out the door before the end of this free agency if I need to free up some cap room, so we'll take care of that. And we have Josiah Foreman, left tackle, youngster. He should fit well there. Pugh stinks. Doesn't really stink, but he's not exactly what I'm looking for. Then we got Parker, the youngster. He is superstar dev trait. We moved Will Beatty down to right guard as he closes out his career to get him a couple extra years out of him. We're paying him a lot of money for 82 overall, but that is absolutely fine. It's about value. It's about how they fit into the system, so we'll be okay with that. Eric Flowers out there on the outside right tackle. Basically, I need that guy to start mauling people in a run game. New signing, Virgil Green. Excellent job of signing him. I'll take him. Him and Donald are my tight ends. Neither one are really going to be like world beaters out there, but that's okay. They fill the hole, they fill the gap, and that's that much less I have to draft. We also have Jared Cook in free agency. I am leading bidder on him, paying him a king's ransom at 88 overall and pretty good speed to come to the New York football dumpster fire. These guys are terrible. Defensively, see some changes in here. Demontre Moore is now down at left end. I'm not sure who put him at outside linebacker, but they should be castrated. So he is now back to defensive end, his natural position. We have Mr. Hankins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in the middle, locking it down. Looking to land another defensive end. I love Austin here. He is superstar dev trait. Big guy, about 300 pounds. Very good strength, about 88 strength. Pretty good for a defensive end. Average for a defensive tackle. But we are going to move him down to defensive tackle to complement Hankins if I can land another end. Linebackers, this is kind of one of our weak points. We did sign Ray Maualuga, so we are very excited to have him come to the New York football dumpster fire. Garbage fire, whatever you want to call it. So the roster is not looking as bad as it was, but we'll be okay. So Maualuga is there. And then we also signed Bruce Carter, and I moved him inside. I have a lot of average linebackers. So we needed to make that move to shore things up in the middle just a little bit. Kennard on the outside, James Michael Johnson on the other side. These guys are, you see their overalls, not very good. But that's kind of meaningless when it comes to what I'm trying to do. So they are going to fit just nicely. We have Thomas and Williams down here, as well as Hurst. Hurst is a young superstar dev trait outside linebacker. The goal is going to be to try to get him in the game as much as possible on passing situations. That means I'll probably remove James Michael Johnson and Kennard during passing situations. Let those guys just take care of the run with their outside speed and pursuit. You see a little change here at safety. Landon Collins is now going to be the starting free safety. Much better speed than Rogers does, much better acceleration. However, the agility is, I believe he's got 79 agility. Oh, God, that's terrible for a free safety. So basically, he's going to get faked out by a tree stump. So we're gonna give him a shot there and see how it goes. Rogers, on the other hand, is 81 overall, but he's also got 81 speed, so that kind of hurts. I'm scared to put him one-on-one versus a slot receiver or even a tight end at times. So we really want him. He's definitely not the center fielder I want. So we had to move him to strong safety, let him play the run. He's got much better strong safety traits than he does for a free safety. At corner, we've got Demarius Randall, the guy that everybody want to trade for. Everybody's trying to send me offers for him. Piss off, he ain't going nowhere. We got the youngster, RT Ball. He's a stud. He's going to get a lot better, but yeah, he's a monster. And we still got DRC back there. Slowing down. He's still got some speed. He's still got it. Still got that 98-man coverage, and he's still got, like, I believe, 86 zone coverage. So that's exactly what we're looking for. That's exactly what we are going to do. Specialist-wise, we don't need no stinking kicker. No, I'm going after a few kickers in free agency, so we're all right there. Parker Harris, I'm not fond of Harris returning kicks. Like, he's getting older, he's starting to lose some speed, so we'll figure something out. Taliaferro set as a third down back, but it'll probably end up being Orleans Darkwa. We'll take a quick second here. Yeah, I got a minute. I'll take a quick second and we will look through the free agent pool. I got to make sure not to show you who I'm going after. I don't care if you know who I'm going after. I just don't want you to see my bids. So we got Bridgewater here. Dude, I tried. I thought I had him. No. Marshawn, old and slow, man. There's a lot of halfbacks in here. I thought about picking up Jonathan Stewart, being 235, moving him to fullback. My fullback is not a blocker. My fullback is essentially a second halfback. He is there to take the occasional off-tackle run out of the pistol from the fullback spot or the secondary back spot and catch a lot of passes out of the backfield. So that's what it's there for. I also looked at Anthony Sherman, but I just didn't want to pay the price everybody was sending him on him. So it is what it is. A lot of older receivers. There's still a few guys in here that are very serviceable. And before the end of this, I may jump in on a couple. I know you see the 1.48 cap room. I started with 56 million. I have a ton of money out there on the market. We've signed 4 guys. I think I still got 6 more to go. I got Martellus Bennett, Taylor Lewan, nobody. Sullivan's still out there, the old man. Trey Turner. I really liked this guy at first looking at him, and then once I dug into his attributes a little bit, see that 72 impact block, that is a big deal to me. That has got to be higher, so I'm not going to bid on this guy. Impact block is very expensive to raise up typically, one of the more expensive traits for an offensive lineman, so I don't want to mess with that. I wish I had a much better line, but I don't, so I mean, it is what it is. You got Brian Robson, Ray McDonald, Croy Bierman. So there's some good ends out there, like this George Johnson. He was on my roster. I didn't want to re-sign him. I still want to pay the money. Ryan Davis. Yeah, there's some pretty serious defensive linemen out here, though. John Hughes is in there. Ooh, he was on the trade block. Cleveland Brown. 85 strength. Yeah, he's more of a pass rusher. Lamar Houston. Yeah, so we still have some good players in here. I mean, these guys are all serviceable. A lot of these guys. Michael Johnson, somebody's cutting him, trying to free up cap room. Same with a lot of these guys. You'll see some of these a little bit older guys start hitting that market that third day where owners are trying to really load up on free agents they want, so they're cutting some salary. I had a bid in on Laurinaitis, Ohio State Buckeye. I got his autographed jersey in the closet, but somebody outbid me, and then basically I already signed Maualuga, so we were good on him. Lemire, no, not exactly studs there. Cornerback, a bunch of old guys, and then this feller. I tried hard to get him, and no matter what I offered him like $20 million a year at one point just to see what would happen. He said no. Same with this guy, Trey Boston. Youngster ended up in free agency. A lot of these guys overspent over the course of this franchise so far. Had to start jacking guys, start cutting them. He's a very good safety. You see some things that are good on his attributes, but obviously I can't afford him. He don't want me. He don't want to come to the Giants. I really thought about bidding on Darren Stewart too, but I'm just going to go with the safeties I got. We got some kickers out here still. I've won after a couple. Got a few bids out there, a few bids out everywhere. So, like I said, free agent bidding ends tonight. So we will see how this goes. If I clean house on this, we should be in good shape. I traded my number 2 overall pick. Traded back to 11 and also snagged a second and fourth rounder in return. This is a very deep draft, and there's nobody I'm like super huge targeting. I mean, I'm pretty much just going to take best available. And I got a lot of positions I need, but we're going to do some work with it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We will see you the next time. We'll get into this right before the draft. We'll go over the free agency, and then we will go over draft strategy. So, like I said, we'll check you later, guys. Have a good one.